Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hess. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pirates offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Smith dropping to pass. Might be looking to run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And now on second down for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it.
Going downfield for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, ECU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab, it's Gordon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Flips it out on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Off play action on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Carr. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Tulane right back to the line. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking left. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think about it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Pirates are in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's looking to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Touchdown Pirates! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Makes the grab deep. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Card. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on third and long. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes it. Their momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Card. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gordon. Turning it on! He picks it up, still on his feet. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Offense, quick tempo. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Finds the tight end.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Pirates can really attack on this second and short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Pirates will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Tulane, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They're going to test the right side with this one. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Smith wants to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Pirates trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he can go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown ECU. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Card. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Tulane right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Creates a little room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to...
A shot for the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Set, ready. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pirates.
Touchdown.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. Finds a man by himself. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tulane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Tulane, 24.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The RPO, it's complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to...
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They go to the ground. And he puts it on the deck again. And he was able to get back on top of it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's taking the shot. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, it's Gordon. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
56, Tulane, 31.
Looking for blockers. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
East Carolina, 63, Tulane, 31.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll move the tight end. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his legs, it's Gordon. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Smith wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. Quick spin on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive.
Touchdown, ECU! A great catch and run for 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
70. Tulane, 31.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Across the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Pirates, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Smith dropping to pass. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looking for those opens, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Turning on the Jets. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Pressure coming. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The Pirates are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
To the ground with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To grab. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to do a much better job throwing that football away in that type of situation and goal to go. You cannot go backwards, so you need to know if your guy's not open, this is going to be an incompletion. I'm throwing this thing into the 4th row of the stands.
The throw. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Also 7 yards on the play.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely center cut. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Pirates.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. Showing you his open field running ability. He's showing you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They run the reverse. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the play fake on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, East Carolina. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Smith wants to throw. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Davidson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, ECU! Quick strike through the air for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Trying play action. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. Strong, firm tackle.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Looking to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Scott. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Hess. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hess. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gage. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some...
He's trying to get it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look